Hello, hello. Alrighty. There it is. There we go. Hello, Mayo. Hi, Ben. Okie dokie. It's TV time. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. From which game is this quote? I am not sure. Though from what bits and pieces I've seen of Deltarune that I couldn't avoid, maybe that's Deltarune, considering what I've seen. Where is... There it is. Boom. That is correct. Yeah, all I've seen so far is a dude with a TV for a head. That's all I've seen. That's the only thing I've seen that's Deltarune related. So, you know, context clues. Okay. I'm gonna be focusing on Dark Bramble tonight. Played chapter 3 a little bit and currently is amazing. I'm probably gonna cave and just get it and play it. Not on stream though. I'm still debating. Why not on stream? Because I only have so much time to stream. Bramble, it's going to be a nice, relaxing time then. Yeah, so relaxing. So, like, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I took some time to refresh my memory of the logs for Bramble, particularly our friends, the anglerfish. And I was reminded that they're blind, which I had forgotten about that. Which I don't like that, because how am I supposed to tiptoe around and not make a lot of noise when I'm in a spaceship and I bump into things and my ship has rockets? So I, first and foremost, am going to test just how sensitive They're hearing B. So I'm gonna test it out and see what happens. I could play through Outer Wilds, then then I could play Deltarune. True. Didn't you want me to play Undertale? I mean, you managed to finagle a promise out of me that I'd play Undertale when I finish Outer Wilds. Rockets are just like toes. Well, kind of in a way, because you can kind of like gently nudge. Yes, but Deltarune is new. I'll think about it, because I haven't touched Deltarune. Like, I had the demo, like the first 2 chapters on my Switch for a while, but I just never touched it. Just didn't have the time. Autopilot, there we go. Yeah, I definitely don't want to get spoiled on Deltarune. Like, I've kind of gotten a little bit spoiled on, like, Chapter 1 and 2 because that was kind of unavoidable. Because, you know, everybody talking about it for years. And years. But the new chapters, I'm like, except for the dude with the TV for a head, I know, like, nothing. Alright, just take it slow and steady and nobody gets eaten. Just slow and steady. Nobody gets eaten. That's how we're doing it. That's how I'm doing it. So wouldn't it be cool if I could, like, use my scout as a distraction? You know? Yep, best way to play a game, 0 spoilers. But people just can't shut up for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, the backs, that's one thing that is kind of makes me a little bit nervous about maybe streaming Deltarune, is because I've heard the backseating problem is pretty bad. Okay. So I'm gonna try to sneak my way down to that red one, because I think that's probably what I should be aiming for, because, you know, it's red. You know, I'd love it if my scout... True, Outer Wilds definitely is backseating hard mode. I'm wondering though, like, what sounds are they sensitive to? Like, is me bumping around against stuff gonna attract their ire? The dumb thing about Dark Bramble is that there are no sounds in space since there are no air molecules. It does seem like the inside of here is like not standard space, you know? Like it's got some sort of fog. So yeah, just, you know, give a little bit of tap on the gas and just let the movement do its thing. It'd be impossible to make no sounds then. Oh, I see that tail. I see that. But then logically that would mean that they're not hypersensitive to sound. Like, to a certain degree, they must not detect stuff. Oh god. I hear that. I would love like some sort of like detection system so I could see the things around me on some sort of readout. That'd be lovely. I can hear it breathing. Yeah, if you want to nitpick about sound in space, the supernova should be silent. Okay, how am I gonna quietly maneuver around this? Because somebody is very close to me. How is it? Like, one of the first times I came in here, like, I had no idea how to maneuver around the anglerfish, and yet I had to intentionally bug one to get it to eat me, just to see what would happen. How did I do that? Just a little bump. Oh! You were much closer than I thought you were. I didn't see you. How close was... Oh, the dude must have been right next to me without me even knowing it. Detection system, radar, something. That would have been wonderful to have. Jesus. That was uncalled for. That was unfair. Okay. No. I'm a little bit too close to the sun for comfort. Let's move out of the way, shall we? Oh, look, it's the quantum moon. It came for a visit. It's here visiting. Hi. Creepy, creepy. Quantum moon. Fascinating, but creepy. Yeah, I'd feel so much better about exploring this place if I had that nice music to accompany me. Oh, I feel like I'm going just a tad bit too fast. Wow, even kind of repositioning makes a noise. Ugh. I can enjoy the nice atmospheric track of Bramble instead. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, it's so atmospheric and nice, isn't it? Hello. Okay. So, one rule, if I can hear it breathing, that means there's one close. And I should be cautious. Obviously. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, how accurate do you want your video game to be when it comes to physics and space? Oh, hold the phone. Ugh. Don't move around so much. Is this gonna be just one of the ones that repeats? Well, my scout landed somewhere. There just has to be one of those dudes, like, right next to it. To where I'm going. That's the one that took me out before. I'll betcha. I would love to actually get it in. So I think I've seen inside this little knot before, but it's been a while, so. Figures one of the first times I came in here, I was like accidentally getting my scout to go inside these things from a decent distance. Maybe if I go around, I can avoid that one dude. Oh, there's... Excuse me? How am I supposed to get around to those? There's nothing more amazing than physics and math. Yes, physics and math, so very amazing, so very fascinating, and also headache-inducing. But yes, very amazing. Can I, No. Up. 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 Can I just go up and over, maybe? There has to be like a distance limit to their hearing. Right? You remember when you had to make a presentation about the Homan transfer? Had no idea what that was, so you had to teach yourself. That's taking initiative. One other thing about these lovely fish is I'm not quite sure, like the size of my ship in comparison, so it's like, oh, am I gonna just bump into them? So maybe if I go, just give this dude a very wide berth. Oh, there's another one over there. Well, maybe it's not one. Maybe it's just a node. Let me check. Is that a fish or a node? Ooh, that might just be a node. I may not have anything to worry about over there. I do so many of the thorns on some of those vines have to look like teeth. Yes, I remember that video with the skeleton and the joke. Why'd the light vanish? So I have heard bits and pieces that everybody is abuzz about Game Fest tomorrow and Silk Song. Even with me avoiding that type of stuff, I have seen the rumblings. Oh, that's how you're feeling right now. Okay, if I can just get close to this and turn around, I'll check inside of it. Ugh. I'm like terrified to move too much. Like I want to turn around and reposition myself. If I do it too much, I don't hear anybody breathing. So I think I'm kind of safe. Wow, that little poof of repositioning there. So quiet, and yet so loud. Huh? It seems to have landed on something that is moving around. That's interesting. There's another red dot. Which I'm guessing is that red node. Or... is that ice? What? That's new. Whoa, where are you going? What's happening there? Well, landed on a node. Those are shards of ice. Well, oh. Something's moving around. Like, big chunks of ice? Maybe? Or just giant rocks? That's interesting. Okay, it's rotating around the red node for some reason. Never seen this before. Ugh. Interesting. I feel like maybe I should go around this thing. Perhaps. Ooh. Please don't bump me. Please don't bump me. Okay, just a little tap. Don't bump me, don't bump me, don't bump me, don't do it. Please. Okay. Let's give the gas a little bit more oomph. Slow and steady doesn't mean snail-like. Well, I don't see any anglerfish friends hanging around. What is that? Is that just another rock? I think that's just another rock. Okay. Who knows in this place? Okay. And if this leads to the same place the other red node did, there's going to be several anglerfish on the other side. If I get myself into a good position, I should be able to just coast around them. Maybe. Just thread the needle. Just go right through them. Oh. Okay, I can be a tad bit reckless at this point. Oh, look at all those lights. What do those lights indicate, I wonder? I keep getting confused as to which bumper is up and which is down. Yep, just a whole bunch of friends. Never mind. Okay, stopping is bad. Stopping will, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, stopping is bad. They sense the stop because of course you have to engage. Wow, did I reverse directly out of Bramble? That was interesting. So once when I go into that red node, I cannot stop. I need to just miraculously line myself up and just hit no directions and just hope I get through. Stopping, they hear me. Bumping into them. Definitely they'll notice. Oh boy. That'll be fun. Well, at least we died to the supernova and not to the fish. I think my friend here has been eaten by enough of the fish. Yeah, I imagine they are a little bit grumpy, don't appreciate being disturbed. Which, can't really blame them. And I do recall one of my little expeditions to Bramble, I think I saw what might have been like their nest? Maybe. With the scout, I'm not sure. Which, yeah, that would probably make anybody a tad bit cranky if I got a little bit too close to that. Fortunately, I don't care. Death do not matter. So I'm just gonna head for that first red node. I'm gonna try to maneuver around the fish that's normally around it. Oh, the Quantum Moon is here again. Cool. Stopping by to say hi. Okay. Nope. Up, up, up. I don't see the red one. It does seem to change a little bit every time I go in. Like a smidge. Ah, there's the red one. Yep, on the first time you get in here, there always seems to be one just hanging around. It does almost seem like the better path is to go through one of the other nodes to get to the red one. Less fish around it hanging out. How about you? Are you a node or are you a fish? Might be a node. Kinda hard to tell with all the vines getting in my way. I wish I could fly the Scout. That'd be a little bit more handy if I could actually take control of it when I launch it. Wouldn't that be cool? Why does the music sound different? Like there's actually music a little bit under the ambiance. Ugh. This place really does make me feel like I'm a tiny little mouse trying to sneak around the house cat. I feel so tiny and so nervous. Like, if I get enough of a signal from the Scout to get pictures, it should be able to receive a signal. Just saying. Have a remote control. Let me move it around and use it as bait. That'd be very cool. I really kind of want to see what this place looks like without the fog, but I also kind of don't. You know? Okay, that is indeed a node. So I'm gonna try to head for that. And hope that it leads to a red node that's less guarded than my current one. I'd take floating rocks over anglerfish any day of the week. I feel like every move I make is echoing, no matter how quiet it is. Oh, this one has a lot of lights in it. Whoa. Oh, that's the other little one that I found before that takes there. I've seen this one before. If I am not mistaken, let me see. Mm-hmm. That's my harmonica friend. The problem is I haven't been to where that little node leads to, but I have encountered the little node inside here, as well as the one that's on Timberhearth. So I know that it's in here somewhere. Just not quite sure how to get there. Now I notice there's no red node in here, so I'm gonna have to find... Although I am seeing 2 more signals outside of where I fired. So maybe if I head to one of the other ones. See where the duplicates take me. Because I'm pretty sure my ship can't fit in that teeny tiny seed node. I'm guessing that's like the core. Which makes me nervous for Timberhearth. Because something tells me that's not going to end well. That thing... Well, Supernova takes care of that. It cleans up all the weeds. But still. If the Supernova is stoppable somehow, it's going to be like, oh boy. That's another problem. It's pretty far away, though. Jeez. Although, what is far away? Yeah, Supernova cleans the bramble off Timberhearth and kills all the anglerfish. Although, I almost feel like that we're in some sort of, like, pocket dimension. So who's to say if all the anglerfish actually die? Do they even exist in a point of space that can be affected by the supernova? I mean, at the very least, it'd destroy bramble, but will it really destroy the fish? It's a fascinating thing, bramble, though, because it does seem like it's like some sort of organism that spreads out seeds that then consume planets and turn them into nodes that lead to this place. It's rather fascinating, terrifying way. Because, you know, it's basically a planet killer. But still, fascinating. I will say that my first instinct when I saw that seed on Timberhearth was like, flamethrower. Now. Not later, now. Flamethrower, now. Set it on fire. Nuke it if you have to. It's like, nope. I want nothing to do with that. Ooh, blurry. Okay. I don't want to call it back because... wasted opportunity to give us a flamethrower. Yeah, imagine all the cactuses on the twins that I could just get rid of. Oh, how I wanted to do that. I just wanted to set them all on fire. I really want to call it back, but I also don't want to lose the signal. Why do I get the feeling that that one in front of me is probably a fish? I think it's moving. And now with those two signals on top of each other, I think it's 630 something meters. I'm gonna try to maneuver to the side a little bit, because I think that light in front of me is a fish. Which, if I just not do anything, I should be able to just sail right past it if it is a fish. Just don't touch any of the controls. Everything will be fine. Ads on Twitch in 2 minutes. Okay, something's in my way. Whoa, what is that flashing down there? Oh! Did I just find? Nope, nope. Wrong one. Goodness, you know, it really looks like a poor anglerfish got, like, it swallowed a seed. And it got eaten by said seed. There's my friend. Okay, I'm just gonna maneuver myself. Don't need to feel sorry for it. I can feel a little bit sorry for it. Just a tad. Not supremely, but a little bit. Mongo the Drongo, thanks for the Prime. And ads are going to be starting soon, so I'm actually going to pause before I get out of my ship. I've been trying to get to this dude for a while. I did not expect to find him. It would be nice if the ads actually start. There they go. It's always a tad bit annoying where it just says ads starting soon and it keeps doing it for like a minute. Yeah, I really don't like being in here, though. It really is like so many things have it out for this solar system. Like, if it's not the supernova, it's whatever Bramble is doing. It's like it was doomed. I set out to find this, but I found the other thing instead is classic Outer Wilds. That has been, like, yeah, that's been the journey. I want to focus on this. Oh, what is that over there? What was I looking for originally again? Whoops. $40. Okie dokie. I'm gonna scooch a little bit. Yeah, that looks good enough. Hey, dude. Feldspar, right? That's your name. Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble, after me, of course. Well done. Say it's you. They made you an astronaut, and you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. I've blown myself up plenty of times. And melted myself. Been eaten by fish. Drowned. Suffocated. Blunt force trauma. Feldspar, you're alive! You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Rude. Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed. Violently. You crashed? But you're the greatest pilot in Hearthian history. That doesn't bode well. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep. I want to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. But after a while, I ran into this huge anglerfish. You've seen them? Big, gnarly things, and this was the biggest one I've ever seen. I pull a few stuns, try to shake the thing off. Nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and Well, like I said, I crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. I think, well, ain't that great? Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor, fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first, found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. What have you been eating? There's no way you've been living off of marshmallows. I haven't gotten into the core of the interloper yet. I was gonna go back to that. Oh. Okay, we need to, Can't believe you didn't die. You know, in the old days, I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in one piece. These days, I'm used to it. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. You reached the core of Giant's Deep. How'd you do it? Giant Deep's core. Huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet. Right, if I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Well, I'm gonna have to find my way back here after we go kablooey. Well, now I think I know how to find Feldspar. Sort of. I have an idea. Unfortunate. Ooh. I didn't even look at the other things I could have asked them. Supernova is so rude. It's like, I finally found something. Have to ruin my fun. Like, if the loop was just like a couple of minutes longer. Like a nice 25 minutes. So, I do believe Feldspar was implying that somehow the core of Giant's Deep is connected to Bramble. That's it, that's all I got. Hinted that a secret to reaching the core of Giant's Deep lies at the end of the hollow vine they crash their ship into. To find Feldspar's ship, I'll want to go to the tail end of the anglerfish skeleton and look for a flickering light in the fog. Yeah, I noticed that. The ship can also help you back to places you've found before. Is that the marked location on HUD? I've never actually, I've used that actually. I never noticed that that made a sound before. Oh, would you look at that? It is pointing to the camp. That's nifty. Yeah, I've seen that button before, but I've never used it. And of course, duplicate signal. That is handy. One little problem, though, is that I'll have to find the right node still, won't I? Because it did that duplicate signal thing even within Bramble. And one of those entrances is too small to enter. So I'm gonna push it a little bit. Because I might be being a tad bit too cautious in terms of like how fast I can go. I mean, I'm not gonna like really be crazy with it, but still not gonna make too much noise, but I think I can push it a little bit. Because, you know, the loops are short. Do I think it should be illegal for it to be illegal to pet seals? Well, I think in general, leave wildlife alone type of thing, you know? Don't bug them, they don't bug you. And they're kind of better off if they're afraid of humans, in truth. Like, they're cute and cuddly, but... And don't seals also have pretty pointy teeth? I think I'd rather not. But when they come up to you because they are curious, you also want to pet them. Yeah. I know, it's tempting. Like, I've mentioned it a few times, but like my backyard has become something of an attraction for wildlife, deer in particular. Like, they just show up. We don't encourage them, but they just show up. And lately, one of those deer had a baby. And she brought that baby to visit once. And we're talking like baby deer, still with their spots. And we've just been, you know, we don't go out there, we don't bug them. And they hang out like the whole day. Yeah, we don't bug them, they don't bug us, and they'll go away for a few days and then come back. Yeah, it's best to just kind of leave them alone. I know it's very tempting. It is very tempting, especially when they're cute. But personally, I like the idea of a quote-unquote pet that I don't have to feed or take care of. It just comes for a visit every once in a while, and I can just look at it outside my window, and then it leaves, and I don't have to worry about its vet bills or buying food for it or anything like that. Now that's the ideal pet. You get to observe, blah blah blah, and nothing else. None of the responsibility. Enjoy the beauty of nature without having to spend money on it. not a cheapskate. I'm frugal. And besides, I can tell those deer, like, they feel comfortable in our backyard because we rarely go in it. But they are ready to bolt at the moment's notice. So it's like they are properly afraid of humans. So I feel comfortable enough just leaving them alone. Which one? I think I need to go to that one. Because the center one, I think, is the little mini node. They are not afraid of humans at all. Oh no, I've encountered plenty of deer in my neighborhood, and it's like they're not so afraid that they're not afraid to wander around in our neighborhoods, but they see a human and they bolt. Oh, you mean the seals? Well, like, there could be something to, you know, like, people maybe should do something to make them a little bit afraid. Like, try to scare them off. You know, not, like, hurt them or anything, but just remind them that we're not good for them, perhaps. Because that tells me that those seals are probably, like, they've gotten too used to humans being nice to them. Which makes them kind of destructive and potentially bold. Like, they're just gonna get into trouble. Well, it'd be a temporary stress, because animals tend to not be, like, they don't hold on to stress. They let the fight or flight fade away when it's not necessary anymore. And all it would take probably is, like, a loud noise. From a distance. Yeah, you don't want them to attack you, but you do it from a distance. Yeah, if you're too friendly, it makes them vulnerable to not so nice humans. And I so want to scoop up Feldspar and bring them back home. But it's like, well, what's the point in that? We're all gonna go boom boom. Okay, the choice is... There were other things that Feldspar had to say that I blitzed through. Yeah, you can at least have a dog as a pet. Or a cat. There are plenty of animals that we domesticated. I'm perfectly content with them. Besides, who can say no to a puppy or a kitty? They are plenty cute. I tell you, I do miss having a dog. Like, I love my cat. I adore my cat. I prefer cats, truthfully. But I do miss having a dog. I grew up with a cat and a dog. Best of both worlds. What about a cute anglerfish? No, thank you. No hedgehog. They're too messy. Yeah. Let me guess. Anglerfish. Yeah, you got it in one. Kind of hard not to once you've seen one of those fish up close and personal-like. Yeah, plenty of times. I'll take a load off and refill your oxygen tank, hatchling. There's plenty of fire to go around. Okay. Oh yeah, you mentioned a giant anglerfish. Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed. And then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find, keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Smart move. But what about the giant anglerfish? Pick up a marshmallow stick. Yeah, what about the giant one that attacked you? Lay it on me, hatchling. I found a dark bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timber Hearth will be heading toward the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Anglerfish's mating behavior is absolutely terrifying. I want to know. It's a good deal for the male, never have to work for food ever again. Oh god, I want to know. I want to know. No, I don't know what a rat king is. Aha, so the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Oh well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Actually, nope. That's the spirit. Anywhere is good, but you should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there with a little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in 2 places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see? But inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck! Should I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that that ever was. Been nice to have a break. Dude, where are you eating? Both the anglerfish mating thing and the rat king have been floating around the internet for a long time. Just some bits of fun cursed knowledge. I think I'm good. Oh, you sent a right. You sent a picture, did you now? Do I want to look at this? Ugh. Oh dear goodness. Oh dear God. What it. I don't think I want to know. When the tail of rats entangle themselves, they become a hive mind. That's interesting. Anything else? Have I? Yes. I did ask that already. Yes, I did. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, good night, Ben. Good luck on your exam. Alright, so... I am curious. Oh, it's just gonna loop right back around and say hi. Interesting. Can I, Nope, stop. Okay. So, follow... How do I... No. Ah, that's how you do the roll. I never quite figured that out before. Ugh. I'm kind of stuck. Need to get out. Okay, up, up, up. Gently, gently. Follow the sparking light. I'm amazed that Felsport's ship hasn't blown up yet. Still concerned about that giant anglerfish that they mentioned. So, hollow, vine. Perhaps I fly in the vine. I mean, it's supposedly hollow. And it's going to get tiny. I'm not going to be able to take my ship through here, am I? Well, the emphasis on it being hollow seems to imply that I should be in it. Either that, or I need to follow it from the outside. But we don't live long. And nothing's been updated here. Okay. So, I'm just gonna try following from the inside. Without a ship? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? But like I said, we don't live long in this loop of ours. Ew! What was that? It looked like a little... It looked like a centipede. That looked like a centipede. Well, I just transitioned somewhere. Oh! What? Whoa, 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 what's happening? What's happening? Oh, come on. Your timing sucks, Supernova. I hate you. Come on, man. Be kind to me. Whoa. That's one of those jellyfishies. Looks very dead. Come on. Play recording. Trip 4 entry number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3. Boring crashes 0. A personal best. Whoa, no, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here, too. Blur, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's inside from getting zapped by electricity? Right, I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Someone lost their flask. Wait. Is this that frozen island on Giant's Deep? Well, I'm about to die anyway, so who cares if I get close? It's dead, but it's still glowing. I'm gonna touch it. Nothing happened when I touched it. Okay. I think that was on, because I remember something on Giant's Deep. It's been a while. One of the islands. Where was I? Maybe it was Giant's Deep? Whose recording was that? Maybe that was Feldspar's. I have a feeling that was Feldspar's. Frozen jelly. It was Feldspar. Why would you want to eat it? Feldspar decided to venture into the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. Which means I should go talk to Feldspar again. It's like, hey, dude. Did it taste better? Huh? Inquiring minds want to know. Jellyfish can be pretty tasty. Ugh. I don't think I could do that. Nope. There are some things that I don't care if they actually do taste good, I will probably never consume. I think jellyfish is definitely up there. Like, for sure. It's just the idea of how it seems slimy. You know, it's slimy. I think I'd pass. If I was starving, on the other hand, doesn't really taste of anything. It's just the jelly texture. Yeah, I don't think texture, no. Not that texture, no thank you. I will pass. Okay, let's try to be a tad bit more on the speedy side. I should still talk to Feldspar again because now that I found that, they might have something more to say. Ugh, no, I keep hitting the wrong button. Still, I don't want to disturb anyone. In particular, a giant anglerfish that is apparently in here that I still have not seen. I'd rather not see. I wonder if they get bigger with age. Maybe it's a really, really old one. Okay, get it through your brain. Right is up. Left is down. Yeah, it's the same as the soup boost. I don't know why I get them flipped in my brain a lot. For some reason, it's like my brain really wants up to be the left button. I don't know why. Ugh. I feel like I'm going like a tad bit too fast, but I haven't had a problem with anglerfish in this direction, so I'm erring on the side of I'm safe. Oop, no. Don't bump on anything. Slow and steady, blah blah blah. Now I still have to figure out what's up with the red node. I definitely get the feeling though that there's a lot of stuff in Bramble to investigate. Because of course, why wouldn't there be when there's deadly stuff hanging around? Of course that's where all the... Red is just extra spicy, you say. Ooh, I like spicy. Spicy adventure. Just a tad bit on the dangerous side. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, let's not land on Feldspar. That'd be very rude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, what's the report on the taste of the jellyfish, Feldspar? Was it good? Found something? I found the frozen jellyfish near your ship. Ah, so the old thing's still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash, you know. It's pretty cozy inside. It does lack the structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still, very cozy. No report on how it tasted? You got nothing? Nothing else? Well, I know where your ship is, but I didn't actually ask that question. Not far from here, as a matter of fact, you go straight past the tail of this angler skeleton here. You see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my own ship. What's left of it, anyway. Yeah, you don't say. I'm so happy I finally got better at maneuvering. It took me a long time to figure that out. Oh wait, hold that thought. Does it still say... Yeah, it still says more to explore here, so I still have to go back. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Here we go again. Nope. Nope. I really wish I could take my ship all the way through instead of, you know, not all the way. Nope, stop it. Okay. Still so very creepy. A little bit. Nope, down. Okay. More to explore here, you say. I don't know if I would like to. This place is very creepy. Oh, you're bigger than I think you are. I don't want to go down there. There's something down there. Maybe. Ew. Huh? I did not actually think to find something in here. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. That bad, huh? I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. Insulation from electricity, you say? How am I supposed to utilize that? Because when I went into the core of Giant's Deep, like all the electrical systems on my ship went bye-bye. So it does seem to be implying that maybe I need to get close to one of them. Yeah, now I know not to eat it. You'd think with how glowy it is, it'd be spicy or something. Have a nice pepper flavor. Should I just jump down there? See what happens? Why not? Oh, it's a node. Whoa. Hold the phone. This is one of the outer areas. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't even think that one of the outer spots would have stuff on it. Well, I'm gonna suffocate to death because I'm not getting back to my ship. So that's how I'm gonna go. Or you just go back in here and just fall in. Cowbunga. Maybe I should just let myself get eaten by a fish. Or I could just hang out here and do as Gabbro do and just meditate until the next loop. Let's just do that. Let's save my poor character the trauma of being eaten while not in a ship. Let's save ourselves that trauma. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. So I am wondering, because there were those living jellyfish. I wonder if maybe they're nice. Maybe if I get up close and personal, they'll be nice enough to get me into the core of Giant's Deep. Or they'll just try to kill me. Okay, well that's checked off. Okay, now I'm gonna tackle the mystery of the red node. I don't know how I'm gonna get past the fishes that are on the other side, though. I'm just gonna wind up bumping into them, probably. It does make me curious about these outer parts. Okay. So that's the node that leads to Feldspar. I kind of want to find that node that led me to where there were no anglerfish to fear. So I could get into the red node without having to deal with the fishes. I can't tell if that's a node, though. Well, that's a node. I'll take it. On the off chance that it might lead me to a less fish-infested spot. This place isn't so bad. I say. I need to let myself not get over... I don't want to get overconfident. I need to avoid that. Oh, there's fishies right waiting out there. Alrighty. So I need to not... I'm just gonna go through it. I'm just gonna brave it. I'm just gonna let myself coast. I'm just gonna let myself coast. It'll be good practice. We're just gonna coast. Maybe scooch over here a little bit. Just a smidge. Just a little bit this way. And now I'll let myself coast. Oh no, that doesn't look better. Okay. that's a fish. I'm pretty certain it's bobbing and moving. That's a fish. Maybe if I get behind this vine, just scooch. Yep, that's a fish. Ugh. Just follow the vine. Every light is an exciting surprise. Like a demented Christmas tree. Okay, I'm just heading for a wall. Is that all that's in this part? It's just a fish? Ads on Twitch in 1 minute. I hear it breathing a smidge. I've never tried this free look before. I really should have in the past. That's handy. I feel like I need to whisper even though I know I don't. Ads starting soon. I really wish this cockpit had a little bit more viewing on the side. A little bit. That would have been nice. Ooh. Ooh. I'm amazed that they don't go after the scout. Like, you'd think that that would get their attention. They should have put in a voice sensor in the game that reads from your mic. That would have been cruel. But yeah, maybe they should have. For this section, at least. Though I think that'd be a little bit illogical because your ship would contain most of your noise. But maybe if you left your ship. I have a terrible feeling that when it comes to that cluster of those anglerfish in the red node, I have a terrible feeling that I'm gonna have to fly through there without my ship in order to get through. Like, the ship might be too big to thread the needle between whatever gap might exist there. So I have a terrible feeling. I need a noisemaker. I need to attach a noisemaker something truly obnoxious on my scout and let them go after that. Come on. My player character is an astronaut. They should be able to whip up something like that from stuff on the ship. That should be easy. MacGyver something together. Come on. I feel like I need to turn to get an eye on the fish. I need to reorient, I think. That's going to be a lot of movement. MacGyver a gun to fight the fish with. That would be preferable. I don't think we have supplies for that. A noisemaker, maybe. A gun, well, maybe with like a fuel tank for the jetpack. You could rig an explosive and fire it right at them. Like right in the mouth. Like right as they're coming at you. You shoot it right in the mouth and boom. Fry fishy. Okay. Oh, ah. From past experience, I have learned they don't know how to go around the vine. So if I just stay here... well, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. But so's the fish. I am stuck, but so is the fish. So, there's that. You were a lot closer than I thought you were, pal. I thought you were much farther away than that. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, fishy. I picked the wrong node to visit. Yeah, maybe he just wants a hug. You want a hug, fishy? You want a hug? Ooh. Did I don't think I got away. Yeah, it wants to hug my ship with its mouth. I can't. Oh, there he is. Yes, I get it. My ship is damaged. Do we care? I don't. Is the fishy still stuck? He's still stuck. The dude is still stuck. Where's my way out? I don't think this node has a way out. I think this node led only to Fishy. Starboard thruster should probably care. Well, meh. I'm gonna die soon anyway. I don't need to get out and repair that. I find it interesting that it was the velocity matching that caused the most noise that got its attention. So that happened before when I went into the red node. So velocity matching bad. 'Cause yeah, it causes a lot of noise. Oh, hi. Are you still stuck on that vine? You still stuck? Oh, that's funny. Yep. Hi. The dude is still stuck. Well, maybe I should just let the poor fella eat me. I can't find my way out anyways. Yeah, let's do it. Ship is damaged. Eat me! You worked so hard for it. So that felt like a dead end node. That's what that felt like. A big, fat, dead end. With an exit I could not find, so maybe no exit. It was like a trap. Okay, I'm going to just try to maneuver around the fishies that are around the initial node. Red node, and I'm just gonna hope I can get around them. Hope for the best. Maybe if I go like up and over and get to like the other side of that main initial room. That might do it. I really feel like, though, I'm going right into Fishy Central. I kind of don't want to. But I guess I'm going to. And I cannot hit the match velocity button. That'd be a bad idea. Thrusters only. Just let myself coast. At least, you know, don't hit it when I'm getting closer. Yup. So I'm gonna try to maneuver like this way and just go around. It's strange though. Feldspar said that they're territorial, and yet there seems to be a lot of them concentrated around that red node. It's like, okay. Which implies it's probably a main nest. Because, yeah, even though they're territorial, maybe they team up to protect that, because why not? Nope, nope. Yeah, this side seems a little bit safer. Why do I keep bumping? Oh, caught them at their annual family gathering. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, wonderful timing on my part. Absolutely splendid. Tis indeed splendid. It's almost like the walls have a little bit of a gravity to them because I do seem to like be pulled towards the walls. Every little sound I make seems a little bit too much. Well, there's the node. And there be fellas hanging out around it. Easy, easy. Slow and steady. Little nudges. I'm not here. There is nothing here. Ugh. Oh, I'm just gonna ram right into that dude. Yep. I need to exit my ship and go in my spacesuit. I don't want to do that. It's terrifying enough to get eaten when I'm in my ship, man. Yup, my worst fear has been confirmed. I'd rather not do that. I totally would rather not. Alright, there's something on Dark Bramble anyways, though, that I still need to find. I bet you anything it's in that red node. Well, here we go again. I apologize to my poor pilot that this is going to be horrifying and terrifying and terrible. Not a pleasant way to die. Nope. Oh. I was heading for the quantum moon. Remember, Outer Wilds is not a horror game. Right. Yeah, totally not a horror game. Just a quiet, gentle exploration of space, which is, you know, terrifying. Seeking the unknown. Totally not gonna get you into trouble. Like, ever. Okay, just go around again. This time I'm gonna have to park it and get out. Go in that way. I'm probably gonna have to really be careful on the maneuvering. Because chances are, if I don't get lined up good, because I shouldn't, like, maneuver at all once when I get in there until I'm past them, like, pretty far past them. Okay. Just don't alert the guards at the door. Why is it so much further away than I think it is? Okay, we're sort of good. Okay. I'd prefer to be on the far side. I'm not sure if I hear anything. I could just be imagining it. Okay. Now, like, I kind of want to hit the match velocity thing. I have a feeling I'm not going to have the time to. Or heck, I could send my ship in and, you know, let it be the distraction. Okay. This is a dumb idea. This is a dumb idea. Okay. Yeah, what could go wrong? Oh, I'm not lined up well. I'm not lined up well. Well, I'm just gonna die. I am just gonna die. I'm just gonna accept it. I'm not touching any buttons. Okay. I am still too close to do anything, I think. Okay. You can stop breathing. You can stop making noises. Oh, I see something over there. okay. Okay, this is the thing that I've seen before with the Scout, and I'm fairly certain those are eggs. Which would explain a few things. Yeah, those look like eggs. For sure. Forbidden caviar. Just one of those would probably feed a few people for quite a while. They're big. They be quite big. Okay. Why is it all glowing in the center? Like, what is up with this? Like, I thought there was like something in the center giving off this light, but apparently it's not. What do you think would happen if I touched one? Well, there's a duplicate signal. Where's it going? Oh, it's a looper. It just loops between several nodes. Okay. That's... Well, I'm gonna die here soonish. I'm gonna touch one. I'm just gonna poke it. That's a fishy. I'm gonna shoot it. Aw, man, I wanted to actually hit it with the Scout. Come on, just this once. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, it bounced off. That's unfortunate. Didn't seem to care. Well, I got in here, but there doesn't seem to be anything interesting in here. Besides a looper node, the forbidden caviar. I wonder if I could get through with my ship. As long as I just let it coast, but I feel like it'd bump into the fishes. Oh, there's so many of them in here. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm about to die of oxygen deprivations. I'm just going to not put... Yeah, we're not going to go through that. Let's not do that. That sounds bad. It's happened far too many times. I'm not going to do it. So, okay. That brings up more questions than answers. So there were eggs. And they were glowing. I was so certain that maybe the eggs were like surrounding something, you know? Does that count as finding something? No, I don't think it is. Okay, I'm gonna take another crack at the interloper. See if I can't find the entrance into the core. Come on. It always feels weird sometimes, like you're almost not moving forward, but then, yeah, you are. Okay, this is always kind of a pain in the butt to land on. Ugh. Nope, nope, nope. Down, down, down. Ugh, nope, nope. Always such an elegant landing on the interloper. Always so much nice, so much fun. I forget. It's gotta be melting soon. It generally melts pretty soon. I do prefer it when I manage to land right on the crevices. So much more convenient. Come on. Melt. Melt. Please. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. Thank you for that. Did I read this before? I think I did. Receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. I think I've read this before. Yeah, I've read that before. So I think... Because the last time, I found a tunnel that didn't have any ghost matter in it. And I was thinking that as long as I wasn't exposed and I was healthy, that I could dive in. But that was wrong. There's another way into the core. And that just has ghost matter immediately. So I'm guessing that there is an entrance. Okay, that just leads to ghost matter. That leads to ghost matter, but there was another side entrance there. It just leads out and around. So this is the one that's completely empty. But it leads down into where that big gap is. Okay. Oh, nope, 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 okay. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. There seems to be something up there. Have I been up there before? Can I get up there? Okay. Ooh, that... Nope. Yeah, I've jumped into there several times. That just leaves back down there. Oh, it's still moving around. Well, it seems like it's the only way in. It's really hard to tell with the pictures. Ugh. It's so slippery. Oh, great. 50% fuel. That's fantastic. Well, this is just the... Huh? This is just the same place as before, isn't it? No. Yes? I am very confused. I really wish the camera... Oh, wait, what? Well, okay, I'm going in. I slipped. Ouch. Okay, am I fully dying or am I just... Because it said vitals low. Am I just getting killed by the impact of falling? Because I'm basically dead from exposure? The call of the pit was too strong. It's ice. I slipped. Again. Doesn't help that everything inside the interloper is very confusing to look at. It's like I can barely tell where I am. Why does it keep switching to that? Did I not find everything there was to find about that shuttle? Did I go on it? Maybe I didn't go on it. Hmm. That's the one from Ember Twin. You recall from Ember Twin. I don't think I actually went on that shuttle, did I? It does say that there's something else there. Now, is this gonna... That's gonna point me to the interloper, but the way to call it back, I think, is on Ember Twin. I might need to use the keyboard for this landing. Maybe. I would like to get away from... Okay, yeah, I need to use this method to find cannon. Oh, gravity cannon, where are you? Ah, there you are. Ugh, shoot. Oh well, this is a nice good spot. I'll land here. It works. It was over that way. Maybe I should actually log the cannon. It is the right cannon. That is handy. That is very handy. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Call shuttle home. Yeah, I don't think I actually went into this shuttle. Oh, no. Maybe I did. I can't remember. Maybe I did. I think I did. Fear situation may be dire. Pi Poke and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shell's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shell to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay. Uh-oh. You know, this wasn't a very stable landing. Oh. Right. Did that right it? I think it righted it. Ooh. Right, this just makes it go. And with no... okay. Okay, that seems to do nothing. Okay. So I'm confused. What else is there more to find out about this shuttle? Except for the fact that it's covered in ice. What am I missing, then? Not giving off any frequencies. Helmet. Nope, there doesn't seem to be anything more about it. Like I found everything, so why did it say there was more to explore? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, okay. Oh, now you... What? Why? Oh no, that's just my HUD marker. Now it doesn't... Okay. Oh, that's the one. Never mind. I'm getting tired and confused. Why are these not connected? That's bugging me. Why? What have I not found? Well, clearly there isn't. I explored that shuttle. There is nothing else to find out about that shuttle. That shuttle has no more mysteries. It's a shuttle. Oh, this one in particular is gonna bug me. Big time. Big time bug. Big time annoy. Very big time. Alright, I'm gonna poke around one more time. Oh dear. Oop. Trust in autopilot. I guess I should trust in autopilot a tad bit more. Oh, nope. Except when it takes you into the sun, yes. Except for then. It's good, but not that good. Well, now I just have to wait. Yeah, from as far as I could tell, though, there's only one way into that chamber, and that's that roof access point. It did look like there was another entrance, but it was also covered in ghost matter. It didn't look so much like an entrance as it did. I don't know. Huh? Raise eject cover. That's different. Never seen that one before. Eject. Since when is that a thing? No thank you. I'm good. I didn't know that was a thing. Why is that a thing? Am I not completely landed? I guess according to my ship, I'm not completely landed. For emergencies, of course. But yeah, but how would that help? I guess is the question. Nope. Ugh, stop. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to do that at some point. Ads on Twitch in like 30 seconds. That just leads down to the room. Okay, let me read this again. Much stronger energy readings now that we're both beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comic center. I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shell warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identified the source of the energy readings. I'm confused. That leads somewhere, but that does require me to go through... well... ads on Twitch. It really doesn't seem like there's anywhere to go, but I'm like confused. Yeah, that worries me. I haven't turned that on, but that worries me. Outer Wilds is not a horror game? Question mark. The fact that's a toggle, though. That's only for the DLC, which I haven't really poked at yet. So it's like... don't have to worry about it yet. It worries me that that's a toggle. It's like, okay. Because when I first started this game, it popped that up. It's like, would you like to engage this? Would you? That's what, like, one of the first things that the game asked me. Like, do you want to turn this on? This reduced, frightening stuff? Do you? It's like, I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. It's probably nothing. Yeah, it's probably nothing. Without spoilers, reduced frights mode is only applicable to the DLC, and honestly don't know what it even does. Yeah, well, it says Echoes of the Eye, so I figure it's like just limited to the DLC. That looks like a very different room than what I've been to before. Oh no, I have been there before. Never mind. Dumb question. Okay. So when I went up there, it did seem to lead me to somewhere else that looked slightly different, but I'm not sure. No, little scout. Slip and slide, please. I really wish the camera was a little bit... Okay. Those look like two other entrances, but still, they're covered in... Well... No, I don't think there's another entrance. They're covered in ghost matter. And every time it doesn't matter, like, how healthy I am, it seems I die no matter what. 'Cause other bits of ghost matter I survive. A brief encounter, but not that stuff. Ugh, too fast, too fast, too fast. Now I'm going too slow. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Okay. So this must be one of those other holes. Ooh. Oh! No, 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 no. Okay. This looks different. Oh, found a body. Found a body. What? No note or anything? No note? Ah. Oh, this is different music. Poke, the spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy readings. No, rather, the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing, at least. Hi, I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Pi, whatever the matter inside this stone casing is, it's more than just profoundly unstable, it's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scan. I've never seen anything like this tightly compact before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagine. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing this star system with almost instantaneously, and the pressure is still building as the comet approaches the star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I will learn what I can here. Go warn the others. Maybe they can construct shelter somehow. Now, Poke. Well, it clearly blew. It's probably why there's bits of ghost matter all throughout the system. Nope. 8. Yep, that's just deadly. So this must be the source of the ghost matter, like all of it. Oop. So something happened and it blew. Like a very, very deadly crystal water balloon. I wonder if this is what killed all the Nomai? Seems rather likely. Okay, where was my entrance? Do I care? That one looks slightly different. Or is that just the light? That's just the light. Never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, the supernova. Okay. I need to check the logs. I think I'm gonna go to bed. So many interesting things. Answers to questions. And now there are more questions. Why do you still say there's more? What more is there to explore? I called it back to the cannon. There was nothing to investigate. It was an empty shuttle. And why aren't these connected? Okay. Why? Why? Big fat Y, capital letters. All caps. Why? What am I missing? Why are you doing this to me? Why? You cruel checklist. You're cruel. So mean. So mean to me. Just hanging out here with no connections to anything else. Why? Why are you doing this? Yeah, almost as if there's more to explore. But what more could there, except the only thing I didn't do is like launch it while I was on it and let it go with me on it. But I've done that before with like the other shuttle and it just crashed. It's not like it's going anywhere. Maybe. I don't know. Oh. That's annoying. That's annoying. It's like, yeah, okay, I get it. There's more to explore, but I've checked it out twice. What more is there to explore? It's mean. But okay. I will investigate that tomorrow. As well as, I'm gonna bug the jellyfish that are in the center of Giant's Deep. Since maybe they might have a solution as to how to get into the core of Giant's Deep without blowing all my electrical systems. Like that one time. Or maybe they're just gonna attack me. I don't know, but something about the jellyfish is important. Something about the jellyfish is important. Sometimes the info isn't in the exact spot, could be around or surrounding it, or even via text logs from other places. Ah. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Still annoying though. No hint of where to look. Which means just exploring. Which is the theme. I get it. Okay. I'll poke around at something else until I find more. But oh well. Boop. Okay. Twitch side. Gets to say hi to the ferret. Where are the ferrets? There they are. See, I'll start out with Giant's Deep tomorrow. Poke around. Since I seem to have used up what the interloper can provide, unless there's something more on the interloper, but there doesn't seem to be much more there. The log actually gave a hint. Oh. I'll read it again. Why does Twitch get ferrets, but you don't? Well, I could try to find the ferrets real quick, but... Well, Actually, well, there's the Twitch link for the ferrets. There is a YouTube side of it, but I don't have the link right now. Well, it is the Pirate Software channel, but I don't have the video link right now. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I'll puzzle this out. But yeah. Good night, everybody. See you then. Yeah, it's the Pirate Software ferrets. Enjoy the ferrets.